everyone, and welcome to the 2022 virtual pre-party for our 14th annual Toasting Hope tasting event. My name is Brianna Romines, and I'm honored to serve as president of the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan. And I've been with the foundation for nearly 17 years.
No way, 17 years?
I know, hard to believe.
It's amazing.
But during that time, we've been able to accomplish so much, thanks to the incredible help of our amazing advocates, donors, sponsors, volunteers, board members, professional advisors, and supporters just like you. I'm grateful to be joined tonight by Lisa Piggott, who is one of those incredible parent advocates.
Thank you.
Lisa is the chair of our Toasting Hope Committee and has been involved with the foundation for several years now. There are not enough words to adequately describe just how incredible this woman is.
Thank you.
She is the epitome of strength, and her tireless dedication to our mission is an inspiration to us all. Thank you so much, Lisa, for everything you do for our beloved epilepsy community, and of course, for being here with us tonight.
Thank you so much for the kind words. As always, you choke me up. And the lovely introduction. I am honored to be here with all of you tonight as we kick off our Toasting Hope event with our virtual pre-party. First and foremost, our Toasting Hope event would not be possible without the hard work and amazing Toasting Hope committee. I'm so honored to work with everyone on this list. Please join me in thanking our 2022 committee members. Annalisa Esposito Bloom, Melissa Conway, Michael Inger, Sonali Doshi, Jacqueline Graham Carnes, Debbie Hannigan, John Kopp, Stephen Kuhn, Stephanie Mall, Heather Maurer, Julia O'Donnell, and of course, Jessica Van Teen. Let's have a round of applause for these amazing individuals who truly
They
made
are incredible.
this event a success, right?
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without it.
Absolutely.
For securing sponsorships and ticket sales, to the incredible auction items and drawing items, to promoting this event, they truly are the best. And as I said before, I'm so proud to work along each and every one of them. We have a very exciting night planned for all of you, with the big reveal of our drawing winners a little bit later.
That's very exciting.
Yes. You can continue placing your silent auction bids until 9 p.m., so keep those bids coming.
Keep them coming.
We also have a last chance drawing, which is new this year
Yeah.
because we're in person.
Yay!
Again!
Finally,
So
here we
excited.
are.
So even if you don't have a win here, you'll still have one more chance to win later.
That's right. Thank you, Lisa.
Absolutely.
And before we go any further, I would like to take a moment and thank our generous sponsors who have helped to make this event possible as well.
UCB, Team Tegan, Vesco Oil Corporation, Mark and Mary Al Hermezi in honor of Michael Atler, Ralph and Jennifer Bryant, Jazz Pharmaceuticals, Steve and Carly Kewen, SK Life Science, Dr. Andrea Zilgett, Annalisa Esposito Bloom, Baker Tilly, Mike and Marina Brock, Familia Wealth, Debbie Hannigan, Huntington Bank, Leva Nova, MJS Packaging, NPO Transportation, Rochester School of Martial Arts, Royal Aluminum and Steel Inc., Serenity Pediatrics, Amy Peterson Photography, Caregivers Hope, Christensen Law, Detroit Academy of Etiquette, Meyer, Neurelis, Orbis, Gale and Rice, Twigs and Branches Floral, Our Detroit, Printnology, Anheuser-Busch, Ann Arbor Distilling Company, Bardstown Bourbon Company, Draft Horse Brewery, Fabiano Brothers, Heaven Hill Brands, One Hope, White Pine Coffee Roasters.
Now let's have a round of applause for our esteemed sponsors.
They have been so amazing. It's so incredible to see how many companies and individuals support the amazing work the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan does.
Yeah, you're right, Lisa. It is truly incredible to see how many people and organizations that have made our mission their mission, and to support our quest to end epilepsy. So on behalf of the nearly 109,000 people living in Michigan with active epilepsy, I want to thank each and every one of you for your support of our foundation. And of course, for tuning in tonight to our virtual pre-party. The epilepsy community is a force to be reckoned with, and they don't let anyone or anything stand in their way.
Absolutely not.
That's why this year's challenge of the year, Building Advocates and Being Heard, fits so well with the epilepsy community that we know and love and fight for every single day. There is great power in sharing one's personal story. To open up to the world about your experience is a great way to be an advocate for yourself and for others. And of course, one of the many wonderful things about the epilepsy community is the unconditional love and support that they offer.
Absolutely.
I cannot tell you how many times we have had someone come to our foundation to tell us that they have never met another person with epilepsy, that they feel alone and afraid. And then, once they connect to other individuals and family through our various programs and services like our Call and Connect weekly support group or our annual Stroll for Epilepsy.
Oh my gosh, the annual stroll.
I know.
One of my favorites.
I know, to look out and see
amazing.
thousands of people with
Yes.
a connection.
I love it.
Or, of course, one of our several conferences, they realize that they are no longer alone. But in fact, they are a part of a mighty community of warriors.
Absolutely.
Like you, Lisa. That's why tonight is so important. Your support tonight helps to fund our program, so please know that when you bid on a silent auction package or make a donation, it has a real impact on a real person. You can make a donation right now from your phone by texting 2022-TOHO to 325-603-3395.
So everybody grab your phones. Start donating
Start
right
texting.
now. Right?
Yep.
So everything you said is so true. For many people living with epilepsy, seizures are just the tip of the iceberg. Oftentimes, there are memory issues, difficulties in school, transportation challenges, medication side effects, failed treatment options, social isolation, and so much more. That's why the work that the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan does is so important. I can say this from experience, as my daughter Tegan experienced her first seizure on Christmas Day when she was only 18 months old. It was such a terrifying and surreal experience, and no one that a parent wants to go through. We had no idea what was happening. After a number of tests, Tegan was diagnosed with febrile seizures, and we were told that most likely she'd outgrow them before she was 5. She had a few more seizures over the next couple of years, and then out of the blue, a few months before her 5th birthday, Tegan had a different type of seizure. The seizure was nothing like the fever-induced seizures she had experienced when she was younger. After genetic testing and many, many more seizures, we now know that Tegan will not outgrow her seizures, as her doctors originally predicted, and she will always live with focal epilepsy. Just in the past 6 months, my daughter has had 3 seizures out of the blue, and her meds that were working one day just stopped. This is the part that gets hard. As a proud mom, I could go on and on about my beautiful daughter and how proud I am of her and the incredible things that she's been able to overcome. But she's the best person to share about her own journey. So with that, Tegan.
Thanks, Mom. Having epilepsy can sometimes be tough, but it helps to have family and friends who care about you and know what to do when you have a seizure. I'm grateful for the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan for coming to my school to teach my teachers and classmates.
Which, can we just talk about what a fun day that was
So much
to be
fun.
with you at school? And we had the big,
brain.
the big
Oh my
inflatable
gosh,
brain.
it was amazing, and we all wore purple.
Yeah, and
It
of
was so
course,
fun.
the highlight of that day was getting to really just share Tegan's story and share some really important seizure first aid. So important, so that if you have a seizure, everybody knows what to do, right?
Yes. I also know that my mom really likes being able to talk to people at the foundation about me a lot.
No.
As every proud mom would
Exactly.
expect, yes.
She asks them all kinds of questions about things that will help me. So I'm really grateful to have her as an advocate for me. Also with the foundation. Even though there are times when I am treated differently for having epilepsy, I know that as I'm growing up, it will continue to get easier because of the important work that Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan is doing. So please continue to support them tonight to help other people like me.
Our epilepsy story is our own. Everyone's story is unique. There are 65 million people worldwide living with epilepsy, with over 3.4 million of those individuals living right here in the United States. I would like to introduce you to just a couple of these individuals who have benefited from the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan and let them share their stories too. Here they are.
Our journey with epilepsy started when our son Arjun was 13 years old. I think my world changed that day. I really encouraged safety at first, which also meant letting others know about his diagnosis. I know this was very hard on him as a teenager in high school, but I felt it was worth it for him to continue to have a full life as possible. I encouraged him to participate in as many things as he could do. I did not want this disease to define him. Arjun always enjoyed sports. He played soccer, lacrosse, and he also swam. Unfortunately, he started to have injuries, and one day he had a seizure in the pool, putting an end to his swimming for quite a long time. He had multiple medication adjustments, and each time we hoped that this would bring an end to the seizure activity. The seizures occurred intermittently, and even though the specialists excelled in their medical management, they did not seem to relate to what a 16-year-old with epilepsy and his family really needed. Life was very tough. We learned the hard way that if your child is an outlier in any way, the school system is not very supportive and it's hard to find help. Despite our best efforts, the epilepsy was taking its toll on all of us. We felt very alone and without support. About 2 to 3 years into this, I heard about the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan. I will never forget the day I called. I sat in my car and spoke to one of the nurses for about 1 hour. I finally had someone on the phone who knew exactly how I was feeling and what my family was going through. We met other parents who needed no explanation of what was happening, and our daughter met other siblings who also shared her life experiences, and we all instantly bonded. Arjun got to attend Camp Discovery. He enjoyed the freedom of being on his own, spending time outdoors with other young kids, just having a good time. Over the years, the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan became an invaluable part of our lives. We learned about all the additional support services that Arjun was entitled to. He is now a qualified audiologist working in Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, he has had a few recurrent seizures. The foundation has continued to help us through this journey of ours. They are a truly invaluable organization. It is hard to believe that such a small group of individuals can have such a profound impact on people's lives. I feel there is nothing they cannot do, and if they can't, they will find someone who can. We are so proud to be a part of this organization and believe that it is one of the most worthwhile charities to support.
Hi, my name is Laura, and I come from a family of 11.
I'm David, and I came from a family of 10.
We got married 40 years ago and set out to beat our parents' records. God blessed us with one amazing child, and that's our angel, Dr. Dominic John Noonan. He went to U of D Jesuit High School and excelled academically, making first honors every card marking, athletically, in baseball and football, earning awards, even All-State. He graduated from U of D Jesuit in 2003 with baseball, football, and academic scholarships. 2 months after starting med school, he woke up multiple mornings on the floor with abrasions and bloodied mouth, not knowing how or why. He was diagnosed with epilepsy, and doctors wanted to start him on meds. We had no history of seizures in our family, and no one saw him seizing, so why start such horrific medication with so many side effects? We decided he'd see his neurologist when on break that he'd been seeing for migraines since 5th grade, but he was working out in a gym and went into status epilepticus. The meds we didn't want him to start had to be given to save his life. His life, our lives, were forever changed on that fateful day. He took time off to stabilize his meds. He was on 19 pills a day. He graduated medical school in June 2015 and got his first choice of residency at the Detroit Medical Center. Being a doctor and epileptic, the word suit up was very vague to him, and we at that point never even heard it. Dominic turned 30 in September that year, and after a 36-hour shift in the OR, he went to bed and never woke up. The word suit up that we had never heard took his short life. He fit every risk category: male between age 25 to 35, nocturnal seizures, and sleep deprivation. There were over 2,000 people from every walk of life at his funeral on that Christmas Eve, the day we had to bury our only child. We thank Brianna and the entire staff at the foundation for giving us such a privilege to honor Dominic today. We have gained knowledge and found comfort from them. The one great thing of so many the Epilepsy Foundation does is bring so much awareness to help save lives. Thank you for listening to the story of our angel. May God bless all of you, especially those of you who may also have angels in heaven.
Hi, my name is Marissa Auger. I'm a senior at Michigan State University, and I'm 1 in 26. My epilepsy journey, especially throughout my adolescence, has always felt like a love-hate relationship. On one hand, I had something that made me different than everyone else that I knew, which, if you know me, that meant I felt like the main character at all times, which I loved. But it also made me feel extremely isolated from a young age because I was the only person that I knew with this something that made me different than everyone else I closely knew. At first, and up until recently, in all honesty, I wasn't as vocal as I currently am about my epilepsy because I didn't want others to view me differently because of it. The feeling of isolation and questioning why I couldn't control how my brain worked or being in charge of my body's actions that I felt when I was younger prevented me from speaking about my experiences and connecting with others. My parents were and still are my biggest advocates, but now as an adult living with epilepsy, I've learned that becoming my own advocate is extremely important, but even more importantly, advocating for epilepsy awareness in general. This past summer, I interned for the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan, and I have never felt so supported by others about my epilepsy journey before. I wasn't aware of the community I was missing out on, and the resources I literally had right in front of me. Being exposed to such a large and warm community, all focused on the same goal, but still allowing one another to share their own story, triumphs and pitfalls, the good, the bad, and the ugly, felt like a complete change of perspective. Being a person with epilepsy can make you feel very alone at times, but having this outlet and support system makes the 1 in 26 not feel so singled out.
Thank you so much for sharing your stories with us and allowing us to walk alongside you in your epilepsy journey. Having epilepsy can be full of ups and downs, success and tears.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just remember that we are here for you and we're here for you. The Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan is honored to serve you through many programs and services that are designed to help the epilepsy community thrive. Our Here For You helpline is a great example of that. Anyone can reach out and connect with one of our education specialists who will spend as much time as you need and give you the guidance and tools to help navigate your epilepsy journey. Education is one of the most powerful tools that we use to change hearts and minds, and that's why the Foundation offers several conferences throughout the year. We recently had our Back to School conference in August, and we're about to host our annual Wellness and Epilepsy Conference on Saturday, November 19th at the Vista Tech Center in Livonia, Michigan. Once again, your support tonight helps to fund these programs and so much more. To learn more about everything we have to offer, please visit us at epilepsymichigan.org or call our Here For You helpline at 1-800-377-6226.
The foundation is truly wonderful. Your donation can and does change lives. Whatever level of support you are able to offer, I promise you that it truly does make a difference. You can make your donation on your phone right now by texting 2022-TOHO on the number below on your screen. When you make a gift of $100, you are working to build and strengthen the epilepsy community. The foundation offers a series of call and connect networks that not only help those living with epilepsy, but also their loved ones.
You know, and I was thinking about that, Lisa. You know, we say all the time that epilepsy affects more than the person living with epilepsy. It really affects everyone in that family unit, especially the caregivers.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. This foundation helps to make this big state a little bit smaller by offering these weekly phone or Zoom-based discussion groups that provide the epilepsy community the opportunity to share their experiences and create the platform for the community to support each other. Your gift of $100, just $100, will allow the foundation to continue offering this free service, again, free service. We are asking whoever is able to help to please make a donation right now by texting 2022-TOHO to the number on your screen.
Thank you, Lisa. And wow, I am already seeing those donations coming in. Isn't that so exciting?
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone for your support. Besides the Call and Connect groups, the foundation is focused on helping students with epilepsy thrive in a safe learning environment during school all year round. And of course, we heard a bit about that when Tegan was up here earlier. So Year-round, the foundation visits schools to educate the staff and students about epilepsy, providing them an overview of how to recognize when a seizure occurs and how to perform proper seizure first aid.
Which is so important. Tegan has had numerous seizures at school.
You know, and you know, the other thing is so many first-time seizures
Yes.
will happen at school. So if you can imagine, it's so important that those personnel and educators, they know what to look for and
Absolutely.
how to respond. And of course, it's also really important, and I know Tegan has one of these, that school personnel understands the power of a good seizure action plan
Yep.
and how to administer rescue therapies. Our dedicated team provides these trainings and empowers our school personnel with what they need to save a student's life. And we hope to take this initiative even further with the passing of the Seizure Safe Schools Act.
So important.
Now, to learn more about these trainings and House Bill 4970, reach out to us. But right now, please join us in keeping the students with epilepsy safe in Michigan by making your donation right now from your phone.
Absolutely. So easy.
I know, a gift of only $250 can make this difference. So please text 2022-TOHO to the number on the bottom of your screen.
Thank you, Brianna. As a parent of a person with epilepsy, it is so important to know that your child can go to school and be safe and protected if they have a seizure, as I just mentioned. I mean, she's had quite a few at school, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And wow, look at all those donations coming in.
I know.
Oh my
Can't
God,
believe
it's incredible. Thank you so much. Let's keep them coming. Remember, just because we're talking doesn't mean you should stop.
Yes.
You know what?
At any
I'm going to
point.
ask for some more, right? I
Do it, Lisa.
All right. And this one's a big one. But the impact that it has cannot be overstated. For children with health conditions, it can be difficult to find a summer camp that meets their complex medical needs, while also allowing them to have fun.
Fun. Yes.
Overnight experiences too.
Yep.
Right? Like
it's
not
so important
just
to the parents,
right?
right?
Give
Just
the parents a break.
a little respite care can go
I've
a
been
long
there.
way.
Tegan's been to camp. It's amazing.
Yep.
The Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan has partnered with North Star Reach to provide a full, accessible summer camp experience for children with epilepsy. Camp Discovery is a camp specifically designed for children with epilepsy, where they can enjoy the experience of a lifetime at no cost to their families. As I mentioned, Tegan has been to Camp Discovery and she loved it so much. And as a mom, it was nice to have a little break,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And it's such a safe place. And I felt that she would be cared for if a seizure happened. I didn't feel worried at all because they had medical staff there.
24-hour medical staff,
24 hour.
epileptologists,
Yes.
nurses, the whole gamut there.
Yep, and they go through everything to make sure your child feels safe as well as you.
Mm-hmm.
But while this camp is free to families, thank you very much, it can only remain that way with support like yours. That is why we're asking you to consider making a donation of $500 or even $1,000,
Really?
right?
Yes.
Right now to keep this life-changing camp available and free to our camper families.
Thank you, everyone, for your generous donations. This is our 14th year hosting our Toasting Hope Tasting event. And even though we have not always been able to gather in person
I know,
together,
the last 2 years were tough.
woo, our goal has always been the same, serving the nearly 109,000 people in Michigan living with active epilepsy so that they can live their best life. Your support is a true testament to how our community comes together and supports one another. It is powerful to be a part of this epilepsy community.
Absolutely. All right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to pick the drawing winners, and we brought back Tegan to help us, as I know our viewers are excited to find out if they've won. Now remember that this drawing is separate from the items you are currently bidding on for the silent auction. If you purchase one or more drawing entries for $26 each, you are about to find out if you are a lucky winner. And of course, we had to have each drawing entry be $26
That's right.
because 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy in their lifetime. And that is why we are here tonight, for the 1 in 26. So let's get started.
Let's do this. All right, let's
right.
open that up.
All right.
Okay,
Here
thank
we
you,
go.
Tegan.
All
Lisa,
right.
you want to pull it out?
Sure.
All everybody. And the winner of our drawing package number 1 is... Okay, Tegan, give it another tumble.
All right, this is for package number
Number 2,
two.
yeah. All right.
Here we go. You want to draw this time?
No, but I'm going to open it for you.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
And the winner is... Okay, Tegan, we're ready for package number 3. Give her a
This is so
spin.
exciting.
I know.
I've been on a couple, so you think my name's
Ooh,
in there?
it's in
I
there.
got a couple, so we'll
Let's
see.
see if you're the big
All right.
winner.
I want you to draw because I want to win this.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Here we go. Tegan,
And the
drum
winner
roll.
is... Okay, Tegan, give it a tumble. We're
Number
gonna-
4.
Number 4. Lucky number 4. Exactly.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'll open it.
All
You
right.
get a picker.
Got it. I picked a lucky one. Here
Yay,
we go. And the winner is. Congratulations to all of our drawing winners. A foundation representative will reach out for you to pick up and coordinate
Yes.
your amazing package.
Yep.
If you are attending our in-person Toasting Hope tasting event this evening, you can pick up your drawing package here tonight at your auction table when you check out. If you want an item that includes alcohol, please remember you must be 21 years of or age of older to pick
Right.
this item up.
And of course, don't forget that we still have our last chance drawing package that is still up for grabs. We will announce the winner later this evening during the Toasting Hope event and on social media at 10 p.m.
There you
So,
go.
if you didn't win a drawing package right now, no worries. Stay tuned to see if you are the big winner of our last chance drawing package.
I wonder what the package is.
Stay tuned. Now we need to head into the live Toasting Hope, but before we do, we have a tradition of making a toast to hope. Lisa?
A toast to our committee members, donors, and sponsors. This event would not have been possible without your generous support. Your contributions have and continue to make a life-changing impact on the epilepsy community throughout all of Michigan, and for that we are truly grateful.
And a toast to all of you. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight for our virtual pre-party event. We hope you enjoyed yourselves and had a fun time. Thank you for joining us in our fight to end epilepsy. Together, we can stop seizures, find cures, and save lives.
Absolutely.
Cheers!
We'll see you all at the party.
Hi, I'm Rob Tricana with UCB Pharma, and on behalf of UCB, we'd like to say congratulations to Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan and a very successful Toasting Hope 2022. Thank you.
You